Alright, people. So, Raw tonight, uh, I'm going to say it was not that good. You actually had a few decent things on tonight. A few good matches, I guess you could say, a few good segments. But overall, a lot of shit. A lot of just 0-star matches, you know. Just shit that was boring, unneeded, unuseful. So let's just get into the review here. To start off the show, hold on, my notes are loading here. It was Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan cutting a promo. First, they recap us on like the first 5 minutes of Raw, or just recapping from previous events. Then, of course, Roman comes on and he's like, yeah, I won the Rumble. Again, just saying shit we already know. You don't have to say it again. We already saw it. Then Bryan's like, he does some recapping too. And it's just a lot of fucking recapping. And then Stephanie comes out, some more recapping. There was a few good lines in there about, Bryan says, he was comparing himself to Reigns, and he's like, yeah, we kind of look alike. That was a little bit funny. Then he also makes a good comment about, Stephanie says a retarded comment. Oh, that was so sick of you to stuff Kane in the casket when that was the point of the match. It's like, I know they're supposed to be heels, but come on. Could we come up with a better insult than that? That ridiculous bullshit right there. And then Bryan had a good comeback. He's like, well, considering the things Triple H likes to do around caskets, that was kind of funny, but overall, not that good of opening segment. It's just fucking stupid. The authorities in every opening segment, it's always a promo. You know what you're going to get, and I'm tired of it. Let's do something different for the opening segment. Nothing was accomplished. What the fuck was accomplished here? Nothing except a fucking match. One fucking match was made. Big fucking deal. Nothing memorable from the opening segment. Then we get Reigns and Bryan versus Big Show and Kane, and of course it ends in a disqualification with a pretty shitty ending. Shut up, phone. Pretty shitty ending. I'll turn this shit down right here. Pretty shitty ending too. I don't get the fucking ending. Just they throw him into the timekeeper's area, which is done a lot of times, I believe, in regular matches, and they call it DQ. Can we come up with a better disqualification ending than that? That does not allow for this DQ ending, does it? This company is just fucking retarded. Do you think that we just fucking lost like 20 IQ points since last week's Raw? That's not acceptable for a disqualification ending. It's just illogical. You could do 1,000 different disqualification endings, but you pick the most retarded one ever. That's just fucking, that's typical WWE right there. So, the wrestling was boring. Of course, you got fucking Big Show, the big slow, the big pile of shit, the world's biggest pile of shit, it's fucking, you couldn't, I know I call a lot of people in WWE garbage. Well, those people you could fit in a regular sized garbage can, but Big Show, you need to get the big fucking, dumpster out there and get the fucking truck that has the forky lift things on the side of it to get Big Show into the fucking garbage truck. Big Show is just a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't have anything against him personally, but he's just a fucking big pile of shit, really. Then you got Kane in there, who likes to wrestle in dress pants. Like, that makes sense. Dress pants, a belt, and dress shoes. Yeah, that's really logical right there. Fucking does the same two moves over and over again. The fucking uppercut and the fucking choke slam. Just two 40-year-olds who are washed up and deserve to retire. Then you got Roman Reigns, who's a fucking horrible wrestler. I've talked about him numerous times. So this match sucked. I'll give it a 0.5 star out of 5. Then we get Rollins and Ryback versus Ryback, ending in again, what? A disqualification. Oh, 2 matches, 2 DQs. This match, predictably, was shitty. It was short. Nothing good. J&J beat down Ryback, then Ryback gets a curb stomp. It's like, what did this accomplish? Nothing except wasting 5 minutes of my life. So I'll give that a 0.5 star out of 5. Then Paige defeats Brie Bella. I can hardly even remember the match, even though it occurred like a few hours ago. It was just so fucking shitty. Give it 0 out of 5 stars. Just a fucking... Divas are fucking horrible. I mean, they can't fucking wrestle for shit for the most... I mean, some of them can, and the storylines are god-awful. This whole company is pretty much god-awful. So that sucks. 0 out of 5 stars. Then we get Cena and Rusev cutting a promo. Pretty much a typical heel and face promo here. I mean, Cena had a few good, maybe 1 or 2 good lines, I guess. If that, I don't know. It's hard to even remember. It was just a typical promo. Then Rusev, he had a few good lines, I guess, in there. But I mean, it was like, oh, Cena sucks. Oh, Cena, you're the man. You're old. It's nothing really too good. Then Cena's like, yeah, well, when you get in the ring, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm John Cena. I'm the best. I hustle, loyalty, respect. You can. Just a typical John Cena PG promo right there. Throws in a few asses in hell to make it seem like he's TV-14 when he's far from it. Just, again, kind of a typical promo. It wasn't horrible or anything, but it wasn't good. Definitely was not good. Then they brawl after. Not much of a brawl. I mean, a few tackling of, they tackle each other on the ramp a little bit. Then you got, Rusev's going to go for the accolade, and the refs stop him. It's like, I hate that. Why wouldn't he just go for it? What are some fucking 5'5" refs going to do to Rusev? I mean, it just makes no sense. So that wasn't that good. Then we get Bray Wyatt defeating Dolph Ziggler. And really, again, they disappointed. Just going through the moves for the most part. Was there a few good moves in there? Yeah, I mean, there was a few good moves. A good clothesline there on Dolph Ziggler. A couple good moves. But overall, I mean, it just seems like they're going through the motions. They should really put on a better match than this, considering how good of wrestlers they are. So I'll give this 1.25 out of 5 stars. Just nothing too good. And Ziggler loses for all those people that were bashing me when I was saying back in Survivor Series, watch out, Ziggler might not get pushed after this, even though they just gave him a big win. Looks like I was right. To be saying that. You never know what Vince McMahon's going to do. Then after the match, once again, Bray Wyatt goes to beat up Ziggler, and then one ref comes out, and then Bray Wyatt just walks away. I mean, aren't guys supposed to be tough? Aren't they in wrestling? Aren't they supposed to be tough guys who, could care less about the well-being of their opponent, especially a guy like Bray Wyatt? But one ref comes out and Bray Wyatt just walks away. You know what that is? That's a definition of a pussy right there. Great job, WWE. Then Paul Heyman comes out, thank God. I almost died of boredom here. And cuts a very good promo. Puts Brock over pretty good here. And he really did a good job, talking about Brian Williams a little bit. That was a little bit funny. And just, his promos are just so much more in-depth and articulate than somebody like Roman Reigns or John Cena, saying, hustle, loyalty, respect, you can't see me. Heyman actually is a mature person. And Heyman is proof that you don't even need to have TV-14 to do good shit. I mean, they could still do mature good shit in the PG era, and Heyman proves that pretty much every week he's on television. He's a fucking awesome promo, fucking awesome. Heyman's one of the WWE's top assets now, and him and Lesnar together are pretty much just gold. So that was a very good promo there. So then we go to fucking, top of the line quality talent to fucking shit. You get the New Day defeating Goldust and Stardust. Give it 0 out of 5 stars. It's just a fucking useless, boring ass match between fucking 4 guys, or I guess 5 if you count the other guy, New Day guy who wasn't in the match. 5 guys who are probably on crack cocaine. Probably, I don't know who's on it more. But I mean, just look at these guys. You got 3 guys who fucking sing like tards. And you got 2 guys who think they're from, Pluto or whatever. It's just fucking stupid. They're really embarrassing. I would be very embarrassed if I painted my face purple and went out there and wrestled. I mean, it's pathetic. So that was 0 out of 5 stars there. Just a fucking awful match. Then Triple H comes out to cut a promo. I actually didn't see the beginning of the promo because I was fucking taking a shit. Haha, how ironic, take a shit during a Triple H promo. I actually thought the part that I saw, I think I saw most of it. It wasn't that bad. Again, I missed the beginning, but he was cutting a good, actually talking about shit that's relevant to the product. You see, when they came out in the beginning of the show, they're just, oh yeah, back at the Rumble, I won. Yeah, you did win. We already know that. Talk about more shit. So he actually talks about shit that's relevant today, and he talks about Sting, and I thought it was kind of good. He says that Sting's kind of afraid of him or something like that. So I thought it was a good fucking promo. Then, they had Sting, going around the stadium or whatever, the arena. And then he finally gets to Triple H, in the ring, and Triple H gets scared. So, teasing Sting a little. So overall, I thought this was kind of a pretty good segment here. Nothing great or anything, but, he accepts it, so we're going to see Sting and Triple H at Fastlane. That retarded-ass name for a pay-per-view. Sounds like a kid's game. So, not that bad a segment here. Then we get Team Fact, that's what I call them, defeating the Usos. I'm glad the Usos fucking lost again, Usos worst tag team WWE, that's a fact right there, baby. But, actually the match wasn't too bad either. A few good moves in here. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd are two of the best wrestlers, I think, in the company. And I'm glad they're together and doing great, winning, beating the tag champs. So hopefully they will win the tag team champions and be good tag team champions, right? Alright, people, sorry there, I was kind of interrupted, but as I was saying, I hope Cesaro and Tyson Kidd will go on to be tag champs, and they will, if they are, given the opportunity to be good, tag champions, they will succeed, and they are a very good tag team, two very good wrestlers, so I'm glad the Team Fact, which I call them, won. Then we get the announcement of Rikishi going into the Hall of Fame. I didn't watch during the old school days, so, I'm not really going to comment too much on this. Then Sin Cara defeats Mizdow. With this fucking thing with Mizdow and Miz, I gotta say, at least they got some plan here going. At least they got options to play with here. If you look at the other storylines in WWE, like Paige and Natalya and the Bellas or whatever, it's like it's going nowhere. It's like on a fucking, road that's just, that you see in the desert just going. It's not going anywhere. At least with the fucking, Miz and Sandow, you got a few, you can go this way, or you could go that way, you get what I'm trying to say here. So, the wrestling wasn't that good in this match, I didn't feel. I guess it was alright. There was a few good moves, maybe, and I don't remember anything too spectacular or anything. But, at least they got a little bit of storyline going on. And I really liked when the crowd started chanting, you're from Cleveland to Miz or something. Or Cleveland, I don't know what they were chanting. And Miz chants back, or says back better than Columbus. I thought that was pretty funny. So I'll give this match, I'll give it 1.75. I'll adjust the rating here, I guess. I thought it just need a little bit more to get a better rating. At least they're doing something, but it's not like it's great or anything like that. I just didn't feel it. I didn't feel it, especially after fucking 2.5 hours of mostly shit. It's like you're so out of it. It's just you need something really great to really jolt you out of your, zombie-like trance almost. Then we get Ambrose. I guess it was kind of, Miz is doing some good heel shit or whatever. Preventing Mizdow from actually wrestling. But, it wasn't anything too great. Then we have Ambrose defeating Axel in just a fucking stupid short match. Ambrose, they have no plan for fucking Ambrose. They don't know what the fuck they're going to do with him. It looks like, when you're in match with fucking Curtis Axel, they're doing something wrong with him. And they have no plan for him. It doesn't, I guess they're doing the Wade Barrett shit with him, but a big deal. It's the IC belt. Who the fuck cares about the IC title? Then, so that was a stupid short match. We'll give it 0 out of 5 stars. Then we get the main event. Bryan and Reigns defeat the Authority. And I'm tired of the fucking same people being in the main event. Like the Big Slow, the Big Show, Kane, Roman Reigns. There are good people in the main event, like Rollins and Bryan, but I mean, in J&J Security in the main event too. I mean, the J&J Security are way better than Roman Reigns, but I mean, do they really deserve to be in the main event? You know. So the match wasn't that good. Pretty boring match, pretty generic match. Between these wrestlers, and then fucking Ziggler, Ryback, and Rowan come out to fucking fight everybody, and then they just disappear. They just fucking all go away. It's like, what the fuck? Like at the end of the match when Reigns was walking out, they just peer out and they're just nowhere to be found. They just fucking poofed away. So at the end of the match, you get fucking, Reigns tagging himself in and spearing, and hey, Reigns gets the pin. Then Bryan's mad, so he pushes Reigns, and then, of course, Reigns just spears Bryan like that. What a fucking shame, Bryan is so much better than Roman Reigns. That crowd tonight, I don't know why, but they were, like, fucking not cheering that much for Bryan. I don't get it, but whatever. But anyway, fucking Reigns spears Bryan. Stupid. Very fucking stupid. Reigns deserves to be fucking carrying in Bryan's bags. I mean, I just don't get it. Do not get it, people. I don't get why Roman Reigns is in the main event. I just don't get it. I don't get the philosophy. I don't get what they're trying to do. Are they trying to lose money? Are they trying to fuck their company up? Because I think that's what they're doing by putting Reigns in the main event and having him go over on Daniel Bryan tonight. Bryan is so much better than Roman Reigns. It's not even close. It's like the distance between Earth and fucking Pluto. Not even close. Not even fucking close. So I'll give the main event a half star out of 5. It was just the same old shit. Fucking Roman Reigns bullshit. And nothing good. Nothing good tonight, really. I mean, you had a few good things. I wouldn't say nothing good. I'm so used to saying nothing good, But I mean, you had a few good things. The Heyman promo, the Triple H thing, the Cesaro and the Uso match. So I guess I'll give it what the fuck, 3.5 out of 10 stars, and that's probably being a little bit generous since there was so much, like 0 out of 5 star matches tonight. But I guess I feel like being generous. I'm in the giving mood tonight. Consider this my Valentine's Day present to WWE. Although we broke up a fucking years ago, consider this my, Valentine's gift to my ex, I guess you could call it. I don't know what the fuck that, it probably doesn't even make sense, but whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. It's my Valentine's gift there, 3.5 stars out of 10. So there you go, people. There's your fucking raw review. And Roman Reigns, haha, still fucking sucks dick.